It's Halloween ranking time. What's up guys, I'm Youngblood and I'm also a Halloween fanatic, as you may have gathered, and today I'm going to be ranking the 11 Halloween films from worst to best. So let's kick off this list with the worst Halloween film in the franchise, Halloween 5. So why is Halloween 5, I'll put it here, the worst Halloween film? It kills Rachel off in the first couple of minutes. Fuck that movie. Fuck this movie. When I originally wrote this list up, it was very different, but time has passed and I've changed my opinion, so this film is now the bottom of the list, and it originally wasn't, so some things have changed. The clown noises and the cops, awful. The actual having Jamie as a moot in the whole film is just bad. God, there's so many things wrong about this film. The characters of Tina is awful, God save us. The kills are bad, and it's just a boring film, so that's why it gets the number 11 spot. I'll name good things about the films I rank the lowest. So I think Michael Myers is fine. He's not as good as obviously other Michael Myers because he's the bottom of the list. But as an overall film, this is a very bad Halloween. I think Loomis was good. I think the kill of Michael, you know, the dickhead boyfriend of Tina, that was good. And Jamie's mute or her stutter friend, he's nice. Coming in at number 10 is Rob Zombie's Halloween. So let's face it, just the first half of this film is fucking unwatchable. Let's just put it out there. The asylum stuff, god awful. The kitchen scene stuff with that dialogue of Rob Zombie, fuck you cunt, all this stuff, bad. Then you get to the final act of the film and it's better. I think the gore in Rob Zombie's films are good. I think the score's not too bad. Tyler Mane as Michael Myers is phenomenal. He's really scary and a big brute, but this film doesn't need to exist. You've got the original. The ending redoes John Carpenter's classic ending, but in Rob Zombie style, and I think more gory, but it doesn't need to exist, this film, so that is why it's sitting at number 10. So it's time to start the controversial point in my list. So number 9 is Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, and I know a lot of people try and defend this film, but you just look past your defence. It is a god awful film. This originally was the bottom of my list, but due to not wanting to die in the comments section, I've put this a little bit lower. But man, like, the atmosphere of this film is good. The cinematography, excellent. Myers is scary. It has the best atmosphere, one of the best atmospheres of a Halloween film. I'll give it that. And the kills aren't that bad. Remember Bob Strode with his head just exploding. Excellent stuff. But man, where this film just goes downhill, while the characters just inserted into this franchise in the 6th installment. All the Strode people at the start, awful. You've got Tommy, played by, what's his face? Paul Rudd, doing his little studies on the cult form, another thing, awful. I hate this film. The whole thing with Michael Myers using his DNA to get a baby. Just, you know, this is bad. This is really bad. See, I've tried watching this film and getting an understanding of the story, but I just cannot watch it. It's one of those boring films in the franchise, and it really couldn't be any higher than this spot. I think where it's sitting right now is fair and the right result. So number 9, The Curse of Michael Myers. So coming in at number 8. Now I did move this one down just because I had to just avoid bullets. And it's Halloween Resurrection. Now hear me out. I can watch this film and have a good time, which is mad. I just don't know. Maybe it's a period in life where I watched it, but I think Halloween Resurrection is a fun film. But it's bad. The whole atmosphere of the reality thing with Busta Rhymes is awful. Him bossing about Michael Myers with his kicks and slapping him and stuff. Myers should just put a fucking knife through his head and killed that awful character. But the characters are pretty generic. The kills are alright. As a film, it's got a story, it's got a middle, it's got a beginning, a middle and an end. And that's what I think Curse lacks. When I watch Curse, I just, what the fuck is going on? Curse has got a better atmosphere, better Myers, but in this one, it's more of an enjoyable film. And see, all these bottom few, the next one, they all could be at any point. Maybe not the next one, but just, I don't enjoy Resurrection as much as I do as the ones above this. But anyway, let's get into number 7. So coming in at number 7 is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Now, I don't really like this film as well. All the films below this I don't really enjoy, to be fair. So sorry to my favourite franchise, Halloween, but I don't enjoy these films. Some of them I can watch to have a bit of a haha laugh because it's bad, but they're mostly bad. Now, the thing that saved Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 to the 7th spot, which is still low, is the gore. It's brutal. Tyler Mane as Michael Myers, I think it's one of the most violent films in the franchise. It's really, the cinematography is awesome, but yeah, again, it's just I just don't like where Rob Zombie's idea was going with it, with Loomis being a bit of a sellout, just using the fame of Michael Myers to become famous, or using a story to become famous. Him seeing a horse and his mother and all that, I just didn't enjoy, and I think when I put this in and try and watch it, I get bored. That's the thing. All these films I don't enjoy, and I'm sorry if you're a fan of the films, either all the ones I just mentioned in the bottom 4, or bottom 5, but still, I just don't like these films. But the gore in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is very good, and it gets a lot, it puts it up, and the cinematography gets it up higher. I will admit, what is awful, and I probably would have put this lower if it wasn't for the gore, was Michael Myers going, "Die!" Just, oh, what are you doing? So bad. Anyway, now we've got the shits out of the way, let's get into the phenomenal. So 6 onwards is just great films. And coming in at number 6, takeaway 3, it's Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, the one with Michael Myers not in, the one that everyone puts at the bottom of the list because it's not a Michael Myers film. Don't be that person. If you haven't seen Season of the Witch, go watch it. It is a phenomenal 80s horror film. It may not have Michael Myers in, but just go into it calling it Season of the Witch, not Halloween Season of the Witch. Just, it's such an underrated film, it's such a good horror film, and loads of people gives it shit, but it's a very good film. Obviously number 6, so there's better films ahead of it, but I can put this in, have a good time. I think it's scary, I think it's good. I love the Silver Samrock company and the masks, I think that's all great. Maybe when I put this in, it can be some points a little bit boring, but you know, not boring as such, but like, it can drag on. But overall, I do enjoy this film, and when I'm into it, I'm invested, and it's fucking awesome. So that's why Season of the Witch is number 6. Coming in at number 5, another controversial pick. It is Halloween 2, the first sequel in the Halloween franchise. Moments after the first film, we see Michael Myers escape. This film is perfect, to be honest. All these films are just so good. There are problems with some of them, but I'll list them. But here on out, I love all these films, and I'll watch them as many times as I want and have a great time. But Halloween 2 is just amazing. Myers leaving at the start, like I said, Loomis chasing him and saying you don't know what death is, and the fucking score hitting in is awesome. Absolutely love it. The whole hospital setting is creepy and awesome. The kills up their game. Laurie Strode's performance was good, and I think overall it's just a really good film. Some parts at the end can drag on a little bit, but you know, every film has those parts. But overall, Halloween 2 is a fucking awesome film. Absolutely love it. Can't really mention too many negative things about it. Yeah, really good film. Top 4, here we go. So coming in at number 4 is Halloween H2O, or H20, Halloween Water. So this film is one of the fan favourites of the franchise. It was the final Halloween film in the 90s. So yay, fun times there. But this film again is really good. It's got a good Myers, I think. People don't like the Myers in this, but I think it's really good. Laurie Strode is fucking badass. That final act with her fighting Myers, I think she's a good mum to her son. The score as well is good. I think the return of Nurse Marion is awesome. Overall, just a really fun Halloween film. I love the ending. Obviously, they retconned it in Resurrection, which I didn't even talk about. That's one of the negatives with him just killing Laurie Strode at the start. Just, what are you doing? But in my mind, the Halloween franchise in this timeline ended there with Michael Myers being decapitated by Laurie Strode, and his head went flying. So, sorry, £60 mask. Probably shouldn't toss it across my room. Other positives about this film, the gore, I think it's good, the kills I like, and I think as a kid this was one of the films that scared me the most when I watched it. I watched the Halloween films from a very young age. Remember when this one always came on, it scared the shit out of me. It was the bit where Laurie Strode looks through the window at Myers, just looking at each other. That I ran away from the TV when I was younger for that bit, but overall, had a H2O, one of the fan favourites, brilliant. So, H2O, number 4. So, top 3. We've got Halloween, the original, Halloween 2018, and Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. What's coming in next? Number 3 is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Yet again, a really good film in the franchise. The only thing really bad about this film is Myers' mask. It is awful. It's just shit. But apart from that, I really love this film. Rachel's performance really carries this film for me. I love Rachel as a character, one of my favourite Halloween characters. Jamie is amazing, and it's a back to basic Halloween film as it went away in the 3rd film. But overall, just such a good film, man. Like the kills, I do enjoy them. Loomis is awesome at his best. Ignore the bit with the blonde Michael Myers. I don't know how a film can do that, but I look over these things as I'm a Halloween 4 fan. But final act with Myers in the car and Rachel, and he rips that guy's neck out, was just awesome. I think they added that in because they wanted more gore in the film, so thank you for adding that in. But the ending with the shooting of Myers, falls down into the well, and they throw the grenade down, TNT blow him up, obviously he escapes, which you find out in Halloween 5. And then that awesome ending with Jamie putting the mask on and stabbing her stepmum, just brilliant stuff. I wish they kind of continued with that in Halloween 5 because of what shit bum we got there, but obviously being the bottom of the list. But Halloween 4, such a good horror film, such a good Halloween film, definitely watch it. So, if you guys know me, it's come down to this: Halloween 1978, Halloween 2018. Which film do I like more? Now, I've been caught on record saying that Halloween 2018 is my favourite Halloween, and for some reasons it is my favourite. It's the one I watched the most. I've watched it about 9 times, 10 times in the time of recording this. I love this film. I have to ban myself from watching it because it's such a good film and I need to watch it one more time before Halloween Kills come out. Obviously the original Halloween, phenomenal film. John Carpenter's classic, the best horror film of all time. The introduction of Michael Myers, just... So which one is going to get the gold and which one's going to get the silver? And I think this might surprise some people, but coming in at number 2... Say something! It's Halloween 2018. I love this film, man. There are some problems. The Dr. Sartain storyline I didn't like that much, but it comes down to a matter of taste, and some people like it, so good for those people. But what a film this is. The score, Myers himself, James Ducournau, badass. The mask is just, I think, my favourite mask, probably better than the original. Maybe I'll do a separate video doing that. Like the video if you want to see me rank every Halloween mask. No, but this film is just phenomenal. People gave it hate, I just don't understand. Judy Greer as Karen I didn't really like, but she redeems herself with the gotcha, bang. No, but that scene where she's like, I learned to shoot a gun when I was 12. The events of my childhood have hurt me. Went Birmingham then, I don't know why that, but those are the 2 things that I always stick out to me I don't like in Halloween 2018. But everything else, the asylum, the score, the music, the kills, the brutality of Myers, the ending with the fire, the music, oh my god, this film is just phenomenal and I watch it all the time and probably will be my favourite Halloween film. To, if I'm in a Halloween mood, I bang in Halloween 2018. But in this video for the ranking of Halloween, there's no place where this film could have gone. Number 1 Halloween is Halloween 1978, the best horror film of all time. I don't need to explain why this film is good. It's just all out fantastic. Laurie Strode, brilliant. Myers, brilliant. One of the scariest films. I think the best horror film of all time, and I think personally the best film of all time. The score is great. Just, man, what a film. Am I right? Just, you can't beat Halloween 1978, and I'm a massive Halloween 2018 fan, but this new, the original film is just, so good. Makes me a horror fan. So, that was my Halloween ranking of the whole, or not ranking, yeah, it was ranking of the whole franchise. I love Halloween, it's my favourite franchise, and up next I'll be ranking my second favourite horror franchise, which is the Charles Play franchise. So make sure to stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!
It may be bulletproof, but it's not Really?